Colon Therapy Center, Janet Eileen Mitchell, right out at Callaway and Brimhall. They're here in Bakersfield. People raving about the health benefits they're experiencing from this gentle therapy. The website at bakersfieldcolonics.com. Our great friends at Cruise Through Car Wash, 7 locations here in Bakersfield. Just 5 minutes in, and you're out with a beautiful car wash.
We'd like to thank our friends over at Kern Construction and Electric Incorporated. Robert Miller, the longtime resident here, he specializes in the remodeling of homes and businesses. He can be contacted at 661-322-5554. Chuck and Wendy Noss, owners of Nature's Food Market and Juice Bar, for delicious, healthy food, fresh juices and smoothies, and the best advice about your good health. Visit them at 2008th Street, right here in Bakersfield, across from the Fox Theater. Call to place an order at 661-327-4430 and like them on Facebook.
Dr. Vinod Kumar and his associates at the Vascular and Leg Center at 5020 Commerce Drive here in Bakersfield. Dr. Kumar has a passion and a new treatment to prevent amputations caused by diabetes. Go to his website at thevascularandlegcenter.com for information and an appointment.
Thank you to all of our sponsors for continuing to support Open Up.
Yes.
So grateful for those people.
Oh, absolutely, Don. And speaking of grateful for these people, a local dealership here in Bakersfield is giving us a van to give away for Christmas.
Love it.
Yes, so you've got to follow us on Facebook, check us out, Open Up with Don and Tina. We'll have all the instructions and information there, a free van, plus other great things. The van, Don, will be all the taxes, tags, and registration paid for.
Wow.
And who knows what other goodies will come along with it. So check us out on Facebook. You'll get all the information for it.
That is a Merry Christmas.
Yes, it is. And so your two at Open Up with Don and Tina will be there giving this van away. So anyway.
You bet.
Welcome
We're
back.
talking with Reed Hopkins, who has pioneered for the last 20 years a program called the One Spade Back...
Youth Packers.
One Spade Youth Packers. And we have Loretta Pickerel. Loretta, how many girls are on the trail with you when you go out? Is it about an equal number, boys and girls?
Nope, it's just me.
Just you. Reed, is she just as tough and rough and ready as the guys out there?
Yeah, she is. She's really, really come a long way. There are 2 girls on the team this year, and she's one of them, and the other one is from Kernville up there.
Mm-hmm.
Loretta, why did you get involved in this, and are you enjoying it? Tell us about your experience.
Well, it's been really fun. Sometimes not quite so much. But packing up at Bishop is really fun. I've won 5th place in my diamond hitch my first year. And let's see. Well, I don't know quite what to say.
Would you recommend other girls do what you're doing and go
Yeah.
on these trips? And why would you do that?
Well, a lot of people think it's just guys that can do this.
But you've proven girls can do it too.
Yeah.
Yes.
I've outshowed Haas.
Reed, did your wife come right along with this? Was this a team effort to begin this program?
Yes, it was. It pretty much, to do what we do, it has to be, you have to do it together with the full support of each other.
Does she go with you on the trail?
She's not able to now because of some health issues, but yeah, in the past, she would always go with us, and she's had some issues with cancer and stuff like that.
Reed, the question I'd like to know is, you start out, this about, what'd you say, about 35 days to do this, one of your trips?
When we used to do the Yosemite runs, it was about 35 days.
Okay,
Yeah.
what difference did you see in the character and the outlook of a young person when you load up and you start out by the time you get to the end of the trail?
Well, what you really see at the end of the trail is a tremendous amount of confidence, self-confidence, and a huge improvement in that, because these passes that they're going over are, like Forester, for example, is 13,200, and it drops off vertically almost all the way up.
Wow.
The paths or the trails are so narrow, you can't turn the animals around. Once you start, you have to go. And interestingly enough, the last group we took over, there was one girl and 5 guys, and the only one that wasn't crying was the girl. So
Oh, wow.
it's just it's an eye opener for them. It's very, very demanding physically and mentally. Anytime you go for that long and you're moving every day and you've got all these animals and the potential for lots of things to go wrong.
Yes.
But to answer your question, at the end of it, they're just grinning from ear to ear, and they've done it, and it's a real accomplishment for them. A lot of them have come back 20 years later, and they're still talking about how that was kind of a life changer for them.
I'm reading a book called Becoming Brave, The Native American Path to Manhood. And it sounds like in our culture, we really don't have those transition points for our young people where they really have done something so impressive, dramatic, that they can make that transition. Are you seeing that, and does your program kind of accomplish that for young people?
I would say that it does. I mean, for example, like Haas, trying to control 2 1,500-pound mules pulling a farm implement. You just don't walk out and do that overnight. And for him to progress, and Loretta too, she's been driving the mules, been driving the wagons, with the team. They're huge accomplishments because it's just they're not easy things to do, and there's always something that can go wrong when you have animals hooked to anything.
Have you ever had any injuries on the trail?
Nothing serious. Most of the time, the injuries come from horseplay.
Horseplay. Loretta, did you have something to say?
Well, horseplay is pretty much everything that happens there. Hoss.
She keeps saying
Loretta, I understand you're on your way to Las Vegas this weekend.
Yeah.
Tell us about that.
Well, I haven't gone there yet. This is going to be my first time going there.
And what will you do there?
Well, we'll go there and we'll probably, hopefully, ride some of the rides there. And we're going to go to National Final Rodeo.
Are you in it?
No.
All right. Reed, how long do you think you'll be able to keep doing this? I mean, it's strenuous for you as well as the kids. So
It is, and I guess my wish is that whenever it is I go, I'm right in the middle of throwing a pack saddle on to go to the mountains. So I hope, as long as my health holds and we're able to get a foot into a stirrup, we'll be doing it.
are you training someone to come up behind you and take your place?
We are, to an extent. It's hard to. It's such a huge commitment. But yeah, there are people that are coming along that we're hopeful will pick it up. That's kind of been one of the goals, is to not let it, perish, and because it's so important to get these kids into the backcountry, get them away from these computers. For we don't allow that. When they're up there, and
Is there a withdrawal period when they start out?
yes, for some of them there is. It's hard to put those things down. And the kids actually came up with a slogan that's on our brochure, and it says, "Taking today's youth from the Xbox to the pack box." And that's really the essence of it, is to get them out into the woods, have them make the coffee and cook bacon in the morning, and get the horses ready. It's just a wonderful, wonderful experience for them.
Did I hear Chris say we've got 1 minute?
minutes.
2 minutes.
Yes.
Chris, do we have a full slide for this?
Yes.
Let's just put that up right now. If you'd like to contact Reed Hopkins, there it is, RKH at onespadeyouthpackers.org, or there's phone number 760-223-1612. Reed, what is the deepest kind of satisfaction you gain from doing this year after year? I mean, it's a lot of work.
Probably the deepest satisfaction is just seeing the kids, become more responsible. The self-confidence, the self-esteem, all of it grows. The whole goal of it is character and leadership development. The mules and horses are just the mechanisms to get us there. And to see them become, as many of them have, responsible kids, and that become responsible adults, and that that most success comes from a heck of a lot of hard work, and to get after it and keep after it, and you're going to succeed.
Well, Reed, aren't we glad we had a viewer suggest that Reed come on and tell us about
Don,
this?
Yes, I wish I had this training before I took my first ride on a horse.
Did you get bucked off?
No, I didn't. My horse Thaddeus was, in a group of other horses touring, and no, he was quiet, and I had the greatest time.
You and Thaddeus.
Yes. But to have this training. Now, how long is it again that they're out there on the trail?
Well, it depends on the trip. Usually when we go into Little Whitney, we try and make it 2 weeks. That's one of the meadows. That's a little closer when we put up the public pasture fences for the Forest Service.
Excellent.
Well, Loretta, enjoy Las
Yes.
Vegas, your first trip there.
Yeah.
Quite a sight when you see it for the first time.
Yes.
Reed, thanks for coming.
you so
Thanks.
much.
God bless for all you're doing for our young people.
Thank you very kindly for having us. It means a lot.
You're
We're
so welcome.
glad to be here.
Thank you. Okay, when we come back, health and some delicious ideas. So
All right.